Hello class 12th. Today's topic is menstrual cycle which takes place in the female and a sign of puberty or the reproductive phase starts with this menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is a reproductive cycle in female primates only. In case of other organisms, like in case of other mammals, it is known as oestrus cycle. It comprises of two parts. One is the ovarian cycle and another is the uterine cycle. Ovarian cycle means that changes taking place in the ovary, while uterine cycle is changes taking place in the endometrium of uterus. Approximately 28 to 30 days, divided into the four phases. Number one is the menstrual phase. It starts from day 1. Then first to 5 days is said to be the menstrual phase, where the shedding of the endometrium is taking place. The second phase is the pre-ovulatory phase or the follicular phase or the proliferative phase, because this is the time when after the shedding of the endometrium, again the formation of the endometrium will starts. It will last for 6 to 13 days, and the follicular development from primary to secondary to tertiary follicle phase will start, resulting into the formation of the secondary oocyte, last for 6 to 13 days. The third phase is known as the ovulatory phase, where the ovulation process takes place and the ova is being released from the ovary, which is catched by the infundibulum of the fallopian tube, and now it is ready for the process of the fertilization. This generally in the 14th day, but you cannot fix the day. 14 to 17 days are most probable day for the ovulation. After the ovulation has taken place, there are certain changes takes place in the ovary also and in the uterus. The endometrium becomes too much thick, and the part from where the follicle, Graafian follicle, the oocyte is being out during the process of the ovulation, that forms the corpus luteum, and which act as a hormonal sense for the progesterone, and it is known as luteal phase or the secretory phase, where the endometrium starts secreting certain substances which will help in the process of the implantation of the embryo after the process of the fertilization. So this menstrual cycle divided into the four parts: menstrual phase, pre-ovulatory phase, ovulatory phase and post-ovulatory phase. From day 1 to day 21 it is considered, 28 it is considered, but may change in the different female. Hormonal regulation during the process of the menstrual cycle. Number 1, during the menstrual phase, estrogen and progesterones are being released by the ovary, and that second followed by the constriction of the uterine arteries, degeneration of the endometrium, and the menstrual flow takes place. The amount of the estrogen and progesterone which has raised up during the process of the luteal phase and the follicular phase goes down in the menstrual phase, and the menstrual phase comes out in the form of the blood with the part of the endometrium. The second hormonal regulation of the menstrual cycle is during the pre-ovulatory phase, where the anterior pituitary releases the hormone, follicular stimulating hormone, which will result into the follicular phase or the proliferated phase, where the growth of the follicle from primary to secondary to tertiary will take place. The estrogen, large amount of the estrogen is being released by the anterior pituitary and resulting into the proliferation of the endometrium. This proliferative phase is very important because endometrium is the place where the implantation of the embryo will take place. This endometrium is actually providing a uterus, making the uterus fit for the process of implantation. So pre-ovulatory phase is for the follicular growth up to the process of the ovulation. Endometrium, you must be knowing in class 10th, is the place or the inner lining of the uterus where the implantation takes place. and if there is no fertilization, it's shed off. Hormonal regulation of the menstrual cycle in the third phase, that is the ovulatory phase. During the ovulation, estrogen, other than estrogen, luteal hormone are being released. These luteal hormone helps in the rupturing of the Graafian follicle and release of the secondary oocyte, resulting into the process of ovulation. Generally takes place between 14 to 17 days. This also followed by the release in the progesterone hormone. This luteal phase or the luteinizing hormone is very important to go for the formation of corpus luteum. The fourth phase, post-ovulatory phase, the hormonal regulation of menstrual cycle is done by the corpus luteum here, because corpus luteum is responsible for release of the progesterone hormone especially, which is very important for the growth of endometrium and increasing the activity in the uterus so that implantation can take place after the process of the fertilization. So when the Graafian follicle is being ruptured, then it releases the secondary oocyte, and the remaining portion of the Graafian follicle changes into the corpus luteum. The luteinizing hormone helps this change from Graafian follicle to the corpus luteum, which releases the progesterone, the growth of endometrium for the implantation. Hormones secreted by corpus luteum are essential for maintenance of endometrium, and endometrium is necessary for implantation of fertilized ovum and other events of pregnancy. During pregnancy, all events of menstrual cycle stop and there is no menstruation. If fertilization does not occur, increased level of progesterone and estrogen exert negative feedback on anterior pituitary, which stops secretion of luteinizing hormone. As a result, corpus luteum degenerates, causing degeneration of the endometrium. But if suppose there is a fertilization, then in this case, the luteinizing hormone do not start damaging the corpus luteum, and corpus luteum sustains in the ovary for the next gestation period and helping the endometrium to sustain the implanted fetus by producing the large amount of the progesterone hormone. Degenerated corpus luteum, when fertilization is not taking place, changes into corpus albicans. During the menstrual cycle, in this graph, the lower portion you will see that days of menstrual cycles are given from 0 to 28 days. During the ovulation phase, if we'll see before that, the amount of the progesterone produced is very less. Progesterone amount increases after the process of the ovulation when all these follicles are being ruptured, that is the Graafian follicle, and formation of corpus luteum takes place. During the ovarian cycle, if you will see, the amount of estrogen is more up to the formation of Graafian follicle till the ovulation period. The estrogen keeps on increasing, and the FSH hormone, that is follicular stimulating hormone, also keeps on increasing and will be maximum during the time period of ovulation. During this time period, if you'll see that 0 to 4 days, the rupturing of the endometrium is taking place, and from 4 to 5 days, you will see the new endometrium formation takes place, and it keeps on increasing till the day 26 or 27, and then again when there is no fertilization, this endometrium is shed off. At the same time period, the corpus luteum changes into the corpus albicans. During the endometrium increased period, that is the proliferated phase of the endometrium, the amount of the progesterone is very high. The ovarian hormonal level, if you'll see, that of the estrogen is very less in comparison to the progesterone, because progesterone is helping in the process of the implantation. As soon as it is over, then the cycle again starts for the next month. Estimated days of the ovulation are: post-ovulatory phase is the most constant phase and consists of 14 days. Any variation in days of menstrual cycle of a female is due to variation in other phases of the menstrual cycle. Whatever be the number of days of the cycle of a female, deduct 14 days to estimate the day of ovulation. But this is not true always. There are so many environmental factors, health and physical conditions which are responsible for the process of ovulation. Even the stress, depression and other mental health conditions also affect the process of the ovulation. Generally, one ova is produced by one ovary during 1 month, but in some cases it may increase in number, or when under the medication, then 2-3 ova can be produced by the process of the meiosis or stimulated follicles. Now you have to answer it: in which phase of